Welcome to the show. I'm Jonathan, and today we look at one of NASA's biggest explorations ever. And to do that, we must look down. That's right. We get to stay right here on Earth as NASA does a deep dive into our vast oceans. It's no surprise that our planet is covered by a lot of water. I mean, actually over 70% of it is water, but that massive portion of our little globe is full of mysteries. Around 80% of our oceans are unexplored, putting us in a place where we know more about Mars' surface than we do about our own oceans. That is absolutely wild. But don't we have people that are exploring our oceans? Yeah, of course. Obviously, there's James Cameron and loads of actual companies, but why are the space experts interested in this? Long story short, they hope they will discover something that will help them with other planets. Perhaps they can plan for future missions to moons like Europa and eventually get down in the depths of the oceans under that icy surface. The better we understand how life exists in our oceans, the more likely we will be able to narrow down possible locations of life in our solar system. For our own oceans, we thought that life in the deepest parts were limited or essentially non-existent due to the lack of light and heat. But in 1977, that all changed. We found that life was very plentiful and contained never-before-seen creatures. That moment changed how we viewed life on Earth. They live off of chemicals coming out of the seafloor and don't require what we thought they did. Discovering things like this can encourage and properly inform our decisions of looking for life beyond Earth. NASA isn't going at this alone, though. They are partnered with Hole Oceanographic Institution of Massachusetts, WHOI. The biggest issues we have faced with exploring our oceans would be the intense pressure. With deep trenches going 6.8 miles below the surface, the pressure can get up to 15,000 pounds per square inch, so it's no wonder we aren't making day trips. The last time WHOI sent something into the depths was 2014. It went into Chromatic Trench northeast of New Zealand and managed to get 6.2 miles before it imploded from the pressure. The Jet Propulsion Lab in Southern California will build an all-new underwater vehicle that can map the depths without putting humans in danger. Thanks to the technology of the Mars rover Perseverance, this autonomous craft will scan the ocean floor and create 3D maps of everything it sees. The approach is to build something smaller and quicker and less expensive than the craft that imploded, which, if this one ends up imploded too, then we definitely need it to be as cheap as we can make it. But pressure isn't the only problem. The oceans in these deep areas are just above freezing, but there are loads of vents that spew out temps as high as 698 degrees Fahrenheit. That means the craft needs to be tough enough to handle pressure, but made with a material that can withstand freezing temps and sudden spikes of brutal heat without shattering. Finding that animals can live in those deep parts of the ocean like we found back in 1977 shows us that at a cellular level, they will adapt to survive. So why couldn't this be the case on another planet or moon? Look at the tardigrade. That little thing can withstand the depths of the oceans and the vacuum of space. As I covered in another episode, Jupiter's moon Europa likely has an ocean under its surface that has twice as much water as Earth does and far, far deeper. The similarity is the insane pressure. Perhaps this opens up a chance for life to exist there. I mean, why not? So if NASA and WHOI can get to work and learn more about our oceans and build some amazing autonomous vehicles, then maybe the next step is dropping one of those bad boys down on Europa. Which, yes, that's the plan. That's why they are doing this. Although it will be a long time from now before we see that happen, the good news is that they are already using this new knowledge to look for water on the moon in 2023. And that sounds like a really interesting topic, one that I just might have covered already. So what do you think about NASA searching for oceans? Do you think we will find some new creature that will blow our minds? Or are you more interested in the potential life on another planet? Be sure to watch this video here to learn about our hunt for water on the moon. And as always, thanks for watching, and what did you learn today?